Alright, let's talk about something that sounds super minor, but might actually be a huge deal for foldable phones. Ever unfolded your Galaxy Z Fold, ready to watch a video or play a game, only to realize the screen rotation is locked? You fumble around, hit the auto-rotate button, and suddenly you're in a fight with your own phone. Well, Samsung just quietly solved this problem in a way that makes me go, oh, that's clever. So here's the deal. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 now automatically unlocks screen rotation when you open the inner display. On paper, it's a tiny tweak. But if you've ever used a foldable, you know this changes everything. See, most phones have orientation lock for a reason. Nobody wants their screen flipping sideways when they're reading text. But foldables are different. When it's closed, you're in phone mode. When it's open, suddenly you're in tablet territory, where rotating makes way more sense. Before, users had to manually toggle rotation, or set up automation routines. Now, the phone just knows. And that's the point. What makes this fascinating to me is how it reflects Samsung's learning curve with foldables. They've spent years trying to make these devices feel premium, bigger screens, better durability, fancier materials. But the real battle isn't just hardware. It's the tiny software behaviors that make a foldable feel like a natural extension of your habits. This feature isn't revolutionary, it's evolutionary. And that's exactly what foldables need right now. They're still in this awkward phase where they're trying to convince mainstream users they're worth the cost. So instead of bragging about specs, Samsung's quietly smoothing out the friction points. It's like they're saying, trust us, we're listening to how you actually use this thing. But here's the deeper layer, this isn't just about rotation. It's about setting a precedent for how foldables should work intuitively. The Fold 8 remembers your rotation settings separately for the outer and inner screens. Lock it on the cover display, but leave it unlocked on the main one. No need to fiddle with settings, it just adapts. And if this gets rolled out to older models via Android 17 updates, it becomes a retroactive win for existing users. That's smart business strategy. Samsung isn't just selling a phone, they're building an ecosystem where each update makes the entire foldable concept feel more polished and inevitable. Personally, I think this is the kind of detail that'll define whether foldables go mainstream. People don't care about hinge durability numbers or camera megapixels when they're mid-scrolling. They care about whether the phone feels fluid, like it's working with them, not against them. Features like this answer the question, why would I pay $2,000 for a foldable, by quietly removing a pain point instead of throwing hardware at the problem. It's the difference between a gadget that's impressive and one that's actually enjoyable. So next time you hear about a software update for a foldable, don't dismiss it as boring. Because sometimes the smallest changes are the ones that sneak in and fix the cracks. And if Samsung keeps this up, they might just make foldables feel like the future we've been waiting for. What do you think? Is this the kind of subtle improvement that would make you consider a foldable, or are there still deal breakers holding you back? Let me know in the comments, let's geek out about the future of phone design together.